there's no question that Beanie Bishop's performance in 2023 and the accolades that resulted helped recruiting, especially recruiting defensive backs and especially some in the transfer portal. But what if some of the trouble in these first two games is actually the Beanie Bishop effect backfiring? That's what I'm going to take a look at, among some other things. I am Forrest Poston. This is WVU Football Going Deep. And I do hope you will share, subscribe, click the thumbs up button, make comments, click the notification bell, and have a word with your friends. I'm now at the point I need 81 more subscribers to reach the 500 mark, and I'm depending on you guys to help me get there. All right. The coaches have said a number of things about what's going wrong with the pass coverage. But something that Jordan Leslie said in his press conference Monday eventually trickled through my brain and triggered something, which is kind of hard to do some days. But yeah, he said that players were thinking about what they were going to do in the game. Hey, I'm going to get 3 interceptions. Now, he didn't name names. I don't know if he was talking specifically or if it's just a general idea. They're thinking too much about, personal specific goals, and it's interfering with them doing their job. And that's what they come back to time and time again. Offense, defense, special teams. Do your job. Let the results come from that, and then let the accolades come from that. If you get the results in your head, that gets in the way of doing your job. And if somewhere in the back of their mind, some of these guys are competing with Bishop's image, if they are kind of thinking about, I'm going to do what he did. I want the fans to look at me the way they looked at him. I want the NFL to look at me. And they're not concentrating, but part of their brain has that as its target. That's something that really probably wouldn't affect practice because it's ordinary. It's not the moment, but could show up in games. And that's what we have going, because these guys are doing well enough in practice to be starters and to get lots of playing time, and then something goes off in the game. And I don't think this is, it's not the whole reason they're having problems, and not the whole reason why the pass defense isn't there. But I think it may be part of it. That all of the positives that we had in the Beanie Bishop effect originally may actually be having a bit of a backfire. Now, it's something that's not that difficult necessarily to fix if you just remember to focus on your job. And you end up squeezing all of that other stuff, the jumble, the mess, the distractions out. And can do it without even ever realizing that it was the problem. I don't know that, I don't, if any of these guys are thinking about, matching or beating Bishop, I don't think they realize it. It's not something they, get up in the morning and say to themselves, today I'm going to be better than Bishop. Meanwhile, the corners and safeties are also not the whole problem. you know, I think it was Coach Brown, maybe Leslie as well, who talked about the problems at the second level. Spear, and the linebackers not getting deep enough when they are supposed to be in pass coverage, or not getting there fast enough. And Leslie pointed out that they're looking in the backfield, then going for their spot, and they're supposed to get to their spot, then look in the backfield. And as he said, it's fixable. They know what they're supposed to do. There's just a glitch. And I think we will see improvement against Pitt. I think we'll see significant improvement against Pitt. And of course, big thing, we're not going to play a vanilla offense or vanilla defense against Pitt. There will be more stunts. There will be more blitzes. There will be more variations in the cover packages. And that in itself, well, of course, that could confuse the defense, but it could also give them that extra edge. Sometimes when you play vanilla, it just takes the edge off your thinking, which takes the edge off your playing. But they are going to focus on do your job, do your job, do your job, and pay it, the details. Do the little things right that you already know you're supposed to do, that you have done over and over again in practice. Just get that carryover from practice to game. And I think that's one of the glitches. I think we are still feeling some hangover from all of the Penn State, the hype and the disappointment. I think it has continued to distract the players and a whole lot of the fans. But I think we will see changes. It's not a talent issue. I don't believe it's a coaching issue. It's just a matter of getting things to go from practice to game. And you probably hear Bob in the background. He's feeling good enough that he's getting rather fed up with being in it may be a 2-cage apartment, but it's still a cage. So he wants out. I'm going to have to take care of that. Meanwhile, I am hoping that by not playing a vanilla defense, they will give Pitt, forgive me, a rocky road. So long.